Hey everybody, good morning. It's Kim Peterson of Uniquely Savvy, and this is my second Facebook Live. So who knows what's going to come from this, but here's the deal is I have a message for you based on the fact that last night I had a fabulous opportunity to spend some time with my good friend Debbie Whitlock, and um, we're raising a toast to the holiday season, and we had some great conversation. Hey, Jody, I'm going to try and pay attention today and work this technology. So bear with me. But last night we had a great conversation, which included many different topics to include fame and influence. Now, I want you to know that fame is not a word that bombinates around in my mind. Nope, I'm not thinking about fame very often myself, but we had a good conversation around fame and influence. And then I went over to the mall afterwards to get a holiday outfit. I'm going to turn this down to get a holiday outfit. And then this woman says to me, she said, "Hey, are you a famous model from another country that I need to know about?" And I thought that was very odd. But let me tell you, because Debbie and I just had a conversation about fame and influence, and because right after that a woman asked me if I was a famous model from another country, and because I'm having a little bit of an identity crisis, and because identity was a key word for me in 2016. Hi Diana, good to see you. I'm sharing this because I realize that when things happen in succession, they are messages that are not just for me. So here we go. I want you to know that I took the 23andMe test about 3 weeks ago. My results came back and I am not who I said I was. I have been telling you people for years, 45 years, that I am Black and Japanese, 3/4 Black and 1/4 Japanese. And that is not the case. So if you don't know what 23andMe is, it's an ancestry test. You send in your DNA. It tells you about your family of origin. Well, guess what? My identity crisis comes from, well, how about this? I'm white. Did you know I am white? Okay. So I got to look at my facts. I am a sixth white. I am 50% Asian. 50% of my identity is Asian, not just Japanese, but Korean and Chinese and Yukut. If I'm saying that correctly, Yukut. Look it up. And then I'm only a third Black, right? So identity, who are you? And who you are is also connected to your desire for fame or influence. So my question for you is, do you desire to be famous, or do you desire to be a man or a woman of influence? If we want to be more effective as leaders in a society that needs us now more than ever, we need to cultivate influence and not be striving after fame, right? If we want to be more effective in our homes, in our communities that we serve, we have to cultivate more influence. So Debbie and I had a great conversation, and because all of these things were happening, hi Jacqueline, because all of these topics of fame and influence kept happening through the night, and because I posted about this mall situation, and I looked at it and several people got a funny haha about it, I thought we should talk about this. So here are 5 ways that you can build your influence if you desire to be an influencer. Number 1, influencers cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Do you express gratitude for the people who support you, who encourage you, who inspire you? Develop an attitude of gratitude. I am so grateful for Debbie. She's a gracious truth teller. She's someone who it's taken me a lot of years, but I finally can confide in her. So develop an attitude of gratitude. Number 2, give credit where credit is due. I got a chance to listen to the Sounders head coach this spring, and he said, give credit where credit is due. Folks, we don't get to where we are today without the help of other people. So, did somebody inspire you to find your courage? Did somebody inspire you to tell your story? Did somebody empower you to be more confident in your own skin, at the workplace, on the stage, even with your own wardrobe? Give them credit. Give them credit, not because you owe it to them, but because that's what influencers do. They give credit. Number 3, reciprocate. Develop an attitude of reciprocity. Now, I've had that word on my vision board for about the last, 6 years. Do you reciprocate when somebody pauses to invest in you or to support your cause or to help you champion the cause of another? Do you reciprocate? Influencers develop an attitude of reciprocity. They're not just takers, they're givers, and they look for ways with which they can give. Hey, Rachel, good to see you too. Number 4, influencers. Influencers consider the highest good of everyone involved, and they take action accordingly. The highest good. So whether you're in a networking group, whether you're in your home or a group of girlfriends, or you're out with the guys, what's the highest good for the net effect of the whole? And what can you do to create activity and action to support that? Okay. Hey, Laura, good to see you. Okay. And number 5, I say exercise and build the muscles of authenticity, of integrity, of courage as often as you can. I say this, practice in the minors so that you will be ready in the majors. You see, because as an influencer, you're going to be called upon to stand in the gap. You're going to be called upon to be the voice of courage, the voice of change. You're going to be called upon to be on the front lines. And so you have to have a large reserve of courage, of boldness, of authenticity, and of integrity so that you can stand on the front lines whenever you're called, right? So, and here's my bonus. My bonus is, again, because you are a total package. The authentic brand of you is all about your identity and how you package and present yourself and show up in the world. So with that in mind, your bonus step is dress to affirm your truth, right? So when you know that you want the mindset of an influencer, when you know you're going to cultivate reciprocity and an attitude of gratitude and integrity and honesty, how can you then translate those attributes into a unique statement of style so that all of you, the way you think, the way you speak, the way you act, and the way you look, all aligns with the authentic, true identity of you? There's, again, nothing more powerful, nothing more fortifying, nothing more affirming than stepping into the shoes that look like you, than putting on the wardrobe that speaks and communicates your truth as an influencer. Sorry about that light. So what about you? Do you want to be an influencer, or do you want to be the person who chases after fame? And again, there's no right or wrong. I just thought that this was worthy of a conversation because who we want to be and what we think about is exactly how we're going to show up in the world. And because we talked about fame last night, and because this crazy lady, she wasn't crazy, but because this lady at the mall was asking me if I was famous, and I'm not, and because I am having a slight identity crisis, I thought we'd talk about it. So how can you today step into more of your authentic identity? And how can you take action, the action of an influencer, to affect transformation and change? My name is Kim Peterson, championing your confident breakthroughs around your personal brand identity, your authentic brand experience, and your style from the inside out. Make it a great day. Bye for now.